What's on? Man, y'all remember this?
I swear to God,
Cause I ain't gonna say that I forgot about it, but at the same time, I forgot about dude. I mean, R.I.P. to Sonya Massey, bro. But you know, a killer just got sentenced. You know, Sean Grayson, the police officer that shouldn't have never been a police officer because he went from job to job like 7 or 8 different times before he had shot this unarmed black woman in her own house.
Well, he has a history of allegations of abuse of power. He cycled through 6 different law enforcement agencies in just 4 years. That was brought up today.
And family of Sonya Massey gathered in court today for opening statements in the trial of a former Illinois sheriff's deputy who shot and killed a 36-year-old at her home last year. The jury also heard from several witnesses in the case against Sean Grayson. He was one of the officers who responded to Massey's own 911 call to report a possible prowler near her home.
huh?
Where you going?
Away from your hot steaming water.
Away from my hot steaming water.
You just boys into your crib and they being real assertive and you just a woman and you by yourself. I mean, yeah, you gonna kind of feel intimidated. You know?
Away from my hot steaming water?
Yeah.
And she was like, you trying to do what? I'm trying to get away from the water. And then she was like, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. And then he was like, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. And then,
Oh, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus.
Huh?
I rebuke you in the name of
You
Jesus.
better not. I swear to God, I'll shoot you right in your face.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Drop the pot. Drop the pot. Drop the pot.
19 shots fired.
Shots fired. Shots fired. Drop the pot. Bring EMS now. We got a headshot wound to the female. Headshot wound to the female. 1078.
I was on. I'm gonna go get my kit.
No, headshot, dude. She's done. You can go get it, but that's a headshot.
Alright. Okay. Let me see. Okay.
In a matter of minutes, Massey was killed following an altercation with deputies after she went to handle a boiling pot of water on her stove. Grayson has pleaded not guilty to first-degree murder. His attorneys say he acted in self-defense. If convicted, Grayson faces 45 years to life in prison. For more, let's bring in Anna Schechter. She's a senior coordinating producer for CBS News' Crime and Public Safety Unit. So, Anna, what did we hear in court today? Who testified?
Well, we heard from the other officer who was there in her home with Sean Grayson and whose body camera footage took that second wider shot where you actually see him draw his weapon and fire that shot. Now, he said that Sonya Massey did nothing and said nothing that made him perceive her as a threat. It was actually when Grayson drew his firearm that he then drew it as well because he was alarmed by that. And so that testimony is going to help the prosecution. Now, in Illinois, under Illinois law, first-degree murder does not require premeditation. So that's what state's attorneys are trying to prove to the jury, that he did, in fact, murder her, doesn't need to prove premeditation to meet that bar. So we'll see. Of course, this was a witness brought by the prosecution. We haven't yet gotten the witness list from the defense.
And there was also talk today about Grayson's employment history and behavior, right? How will that play?
he did exactly what he said he was going to do, you know. But yeah, man, R.I.P. to Sonya, bro. She got a little bit of justice. Dude got 20 years. I mean, I know people that had dope charges and they got more than 20 years. And here it is, you done killed the woman in her own crib. And you're a police. So I feel like you supposed to get sentenced to the highest extent of the law because you supposed to know better, bro. I mean, we all supposed to know better, but you supposed to know better. Know better. You hear me? Straight up.